Hey everyone, I'm really excited today to talk to you a little bit about True Edge coffee and energy. Now, when we think about energy, we know it's a massive category. We know it's a huge opportunity. There are energy drinks that have sort of taken the market by storm. There are some that have been on for a long period of time, whether that be Red Bull, but you also see Monster, and there's new entrants every single day. Similarly, in the coffee space, there are new coffees all the time, and they all sort of follow the same playbook. They're all focused on giving you maybe a little bit more caffeine, maybe a little bit of some other ingredient in addition to the caffeine, but none of them really live up to the promise of actually improving your focus or improving your motivation and your productivity. What they do is they give you a little bit more energy than you would have had you consume some other coffee or energy product. And sometimes they make you jittery, and there's all sorts of challenges there. So with True Edge, one of the goals was to create something that was entirely different in the way that it functioned and the way that we think about and deliver on that promise of energy and motivation, right? It's not just the energy that we want, it's also the motivation, right? So where does motivation come from? Well, when we think about neuromodulators and things that we can impact with a natural product, the key component that we need to look at for energy and motivation is dopamine signaling. That's the neurotransmitter that fuels motivation, focus, drive. And when we take a targeted approach towards increasing dopamine, we're able to create a sharper focus, a more alert feeling throughout the day. And so we take a unique blend of different ingredients to do that in also delivering some caffeine. So let's talk about what this product is made up of. There's a few key components here that stand out from the start. First and foremost, when we think about dopamine, we have a key amino acid precursor, which is L-tyrosine. So L-tyrosine is critical for the formation of dopamine, again, maintaining that mental sharpness and motivation under stress. So we give you a dose of L-tyrosine. So that is the precursor that our body needs. Now, it's not just enough to give you the precursor. We also need to give you a little bit of caffeine, not necessarily because of the energy component, right? There's 135 milligrams of caffeine, but what that does is that stimulates dopamine release for improved alertness and decision making. So again, back to that dopamine focus. It's not as much about the caffeine and what that does for tiredness. It's more about what it does for dopamine. But because we know not everybody responds the same to caffeine, we want to make sure that that caffeine gives you targeted energy and focus, a calm focus. So L-theanine combined with caffeine helps promote that calm, steady, jitter-free energy that most people are looking for. So now we've given you the precursor to dopamine. We've helped increase and stimulate dopamine release. But what about the main limiting factor? Well, that's a specific enzyme that helps to break down dopamine. So if we can inhibit that enzyme naturally, then that's going to have a huge benefit as far as dopamine signaling, as far as mental and physical performance, reaction time, learning, all of those things. And that is where Zynamite comes in. Now, Zynamite by itself, we could talk about the benefits of Zynamite and what that can do for you in and of itself. But when you combine it with the other ingredients that we put here, what you get is better performance, you get cognitive enhancement, and you get breakthrough levels of performance, right? So it's a huge move forward. And this is a clinically studied ingredient. Again, really well-established mechanism of action coming from a natural ingredient, mango extract, right? So this is a fantastic ingredient that really helps to drive focus, memory, reaction time, all without giving you jitters, and helps with the recovery, among other things. So now we've given you the precursor dopamine. We've helped stimulate more dopamine release. We block the reuptake of dopamine. So now you're focused and you have energy all throughout the day. And we didn't want to stop there. We also wanted to give you something that's going to give you long-term benefits and also gives you that glycan component, which is colostrum. Now, there's actually more colostrum in True Edge in the coffee and in the energy product than there is in any other product that we offer, right? And colostrum has bioactive peptides in there, right? These various different types of glycans, whether it's glycan bound to fat or glycoproteins, you name it, that basically enhance your neural resilience, right? That gut-brain connection for clear thinking and sustained focus in the long term. So when you put all that together, what you get is a product that really delivers more than just an energy story, more than just a caffeine story, gives you a cognitive story, a nootropic story, a performance story, right? That is what this product's all about. So when you think about this product and compare it to other products, it's priced similarly, right? Less than an energy drink would typically be per serving. It's competitive on the caffeine, 135 milligrams per serving. So what you might expect from a cup of coffee, what you might expect from maybe a Red Bull or something like that. And then it's going to give you all of these other benefits that come from dopamine, right? So again, clinically proven to boost dopamine signaling, improved physical and mental performance, sharpens your focus, speeds up your reaction time, your peak performance, your recovery, all when it matters most. And that is the difference between this and any other product out there. Now, when you think about this from a perspective of why is there energy and why is there coffee and how are they different, not everybody likes coffee, not everybody likes energy drinks. So we wanted to give you both options. And in fact, for a lot of people, they're going to want to do the coffee first thing in the morning and they're going to want to do the energy in the afternoon, right? To keep that momentum going throughout the day. I would just tell you, don't take this too close to sleep. You don't want to disrupt your sleep patterns. That is something that will in the long term impact your dopamine levels and in the long term impact your ability to recover. So you want to make sure you're not consuming this within 5 hours of bed. Again, just to make sure you don't disrupt your sleep patterns. But otherwise, you can take a couple of servings throughout the day because, again, not a lot of caffeine, not going to have a huge impact on your blood pressure because of that combination of caffeine and L-theanine, which is found naturally in things like green tea. Again, giving you that calm, focus, and steady energy, reducing the jitters and maintaining your concentration. So put it all together. You have the coffee, which has whole coffee beans. You have the energy, which has this exact same formula. They're both dosed the exact same. Again, the only difference is you have actual coffee beans in the coffee, which has an additional set of benefits. But the energy and the coffee both have that amazing combination of tyrosine, of colostrum, of caffeine, of L-theanine, of Zynamite. Put that all together, and you get an incredible product that's going to help boost your energy, your focus, your mental performance. It's going to help you unlock new opportunities and give you an incredible amount of focus, power your performance, your motivation, your drive. And again, it's going to be great for you. It's going to be great for your business. It's going to be great for your customers who are consuming this because they're going to see incredible benefits. So I can't wait for you to try this. It's one of my favorite products. It really sort of straddles that line between energy products, nootropics products, performance products, cognitive products, you name it. It's in all those categories.